now joined by Astronacci analyst Sai Arati. All right, let's call her into the studio. All right, hi.
Hi.
Thank you for coming. Welcome to Say Today Business. Ara. So yes, we want to talk about the US market first.
Yes.
We've been seeing Nasdaq that is in the bullish trend. So what's your take? Is it going to continue further into the bullish trend, and what's forming that?
Okay, so Astronacci sees that it will continue further bullish, but it is also has the possibility to go a bit downward because the Trump Tariff is still going on,
Right.
and it's still going to be valid on the 4th April, so we'll still have to wait. But overall, we'll have to see that the Nasdaq is still going upward.
Okay. Now, we're also going to look at Tesla. Tesla has been getting hammered in the market, and Tesla back on the bullish trend. Will it be back in the bullish trend?
Yes, as we can see, actually the Tesla can be going to a bit of correction before it goes up again. Can we see the charts?
Yes, we're working on that. So
Okay.
yeah, we're actually looking at it in the screen right now. Yeah, let's talk about Tesla.
Okay.
Okay, so Tesla will be back in the bullish trend, as you mentioned before?
Yes, Tesla is still in bullish trend. It has forming a pretty similar pattern with the Nasdaq, and it's forming the W pattern actually. And as we can see here, Nasdaq is forming W pattern, and so is Tesla, also forming a W pattern. It has formed a pretty breakout here on the neckline, and we can see it will still going up until the 31st of March. And then it will form a short correction before it goes up to the expected upside target at 400.
All right, okay. So that was for Tesla. Now, gold.
Yes.
Gold was in the very
All-time.
high, yeah, all-time high. So are you going to see another all-time high, or is it a stop to that for gold? What is your take?
We are seeing another all-time high. So Astronacci has formed a bit of a target here, 3,105 and 3,150 for that. So first target is 3,105 and the second one is 3,150. So we are waiting for an upside target. We are on the Mercury Retrograde right now, and that's an astrology aspect that we are using in Astronacci also. It has the effect of giving gold a bullish trend. So with that, we are expecting 3,105 and 3,150 as a upside target.
Okay, can you talk more about what's behind that? Is it because of the war that is still ongoing? And
Yes, it is about the war and then also the Trump tariff. A lot of it that is going on makes people a bit of anxious, and people will still choose gold because of that.
Okay. Very interesting now to talk about Bitcoin. Now, a lot of corporations now look for Bitcoin instead of dollars, for example.
Yes.
Why is it so? Is it more reliable for
We
Bitcoin?
are saying yes, because Trump is also giving a huge of a green light to Bitcoin. And because of that, we are seeing an upward trend again in Bitcoin after a long correction there. And that's why we are seeing an upward target. A peak will be formed on the 29th of March, and later on we are expecting a bit of a correction before it goes up again to the 95,600.
What happens if a lot of corporations, let's say, choose Bitcoin over US dollars and its implication towards the financial, globally?
Yes, so there's a lot of digital reference, and we see that Bitcoin, if it goes up, then USD is paired with USD. So when it's chosen, preferred than the USD, it will still go up, and that's why if it's paired with USD, we can see an upward movement. And yeah, after the correction, we are still hoping that it will go up again.
All right. Okay, now let's see Jakarta Composite Index. Now we've been having some kind of a good news since yesterday and as well as today. So, yeah, will it continue in its bullish trend, do you think, Ara?
Yes, actually, Astronacci, if you have listened to our CEO, Gemma Goyardi, Dr. Gemma Goyardi, has said a lot about this, and we have been very positive about this. He has said that a bottom will form on the 25th of March, and we can see there's a bottom here.
Okay.
A bottom here on the 24th, so it's a valid D-1, on the bottom, and now it's going up. There's a gap here that is formed today on, the gap is on the area of 6,200 something.
Okay.
And we are hoping that it will still go up. So the peak later on will form on the 11th of April.
11th of April, that's
Yes.
going to be after the Eid holidays.
Yes, Eid holidays.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, maybe very beginning of the work days of the,
Yes.
after the Eid holidays.
Yes,
yeah?
after Eid holidays.
Okay, some stocks recommendation for you. Let's take a close attention to BBRI. What's your take on this one?
So you can see that there's a bit of a base here, a big candle here, and the other candle after that hasn't break either the high or the low of the candle there.
All right.
And that is a base there. And if you see this range, we are waiting for this range to be broken today. And if it broke upward, we will hope that it will still go up until the 10th of April. And then it will form a bit of a correction and still upward movement until 4,430
Very
for
positive
BBRI.
for BBRI.
Yes.
Okay, what about GOTO now?
GOTO, we can see that there's a bullish trend line there. There's a possibility of rejection here on the bullish trend line. A bottom will be formed on 27th of March, and we are waiting for that, and we are expecting a swing low will be formed after that, and then the upside target is on the 94. So support, as long as it doesn't break the support of 72, it has the possibility to go up until 94.
Okay. Now the last one is Merdeka Copper Gold.
Yes.
Do you have any, maybe reasoning why we have to have a closer look on this one?
Okay, so actually a lot of people have been looking at this because we are expecting a upward movement for this because it's producing gold also. It's a gold mining other than copper mining.
Yes.
So as gold is going upward, we are hoping that Merdeka Gold is also going up. But on the technical side, we have seen that there's a possibility of bottoming on the 9th of April, and then it will go up. So we'll have to see again on the Merdeka Copper Gold, and we'll wait for the bottoming on the 9th of April.
All right. Sai Arati from Astronacci, thank you so much for speaking on See Today Business.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to have you again in the studio. All right, so that was our market recap as well as an analyst point of view, and we're up for another break, but don't go anywhere as we'll return with business talks. So stay tuned only on See Today Business.